My name is right.
Yeah.
Here.
So yeah, it's been pretty busy, but I was expecting you, so thank you so much for being here on time. I truly appreciate that.
Absolutely, anything for a potential valuable customer. And my day isn't going too bad, but how was your weekend? Did you get up to anything for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I got to meet my friends and family, had a nice dinner, and I am energized now, so I'm ready to rock.
Energized? Hey,
Yeah.
I'm really glad to hear that. Same thing for me. I don't live very far from Kalamazoo, so it's pretty cool to see my family as well.
Mhm.
But I hear that your weekend went well.
Yeah.
But before we kick things off, just want to make sure that we're good for probably 24 minutes now, correct?
Yeah, 25 minutes, yeah.
25 minutes. Should we hold the mic in case anyone else wants to join, or is it just going to be you
It's
and I?
going to be you and I.
All right, want to make sure I got that out of the way. Got us up here, partnering with Dynamic Metals, looking to have some solutions for Amtrak. This is my business card,
Mm-hmm.
so we can move on. I'm going to provide you with one of these as well.
Wonderful.
And then just a brief agenda. So first off, I want to make sure that we're on the same page with just about everything.
Mhm.
I want to introduce TPI, make sure we're going straight from there. Needs reconfirmation, because I met with Mr. Jacob Hawkins and Ken Cooper. I want to make sure that we're aligned. You might have a different perspective. And then also introduce Lexan and its benefits. Then we'll move forward with some solutions that we have prepared for you.
Yeah.
And then take next steps if we deem it necessary.
Sounds perfect.
Nothing you want to add to that?
No.
Awesome. So, I first got to ask, what do you know, if anything, about Total Plastics International?
I know the name. It's a big plastic manufacturing company for sure. But just if you, from your perspective, what if I didn't know anything? So if you saw me on the road and just wanted to do like a 30-second intro of TPI, what would you say to me?
I'd say it might be a little bit longer than 30 seconds, but the information I'd add to that is we were made in 1978 in Kalamazoo, moved our national headquarters to Grand Rapids. Since then, we've been crushing it.
Okay.
We serve 18 distinct industries at high volumes, some of those being marine applications, aerospace, mass transit like Amtrak, with 26 distinct products, PVC, PETG, polycarbonate, like the windows we're here to talk about today. And on top of that, what drew me here initially to work at TPI, on top of the family aspect, is our loyalty. When we have a customer, it's not transactional. One day I'd like to call you a friend, and I hope that's reciprocated.
Yeah.
And everything we do for our friends, complete customer service, on-time delivery, that delivery being pretty short, and we're also sustainable. We understand that the plastic industry might have a stigma behind it, so we're taking the steps to make it, maybe just shine a better light on it.
Sure.
So that's my quote-unquote 30-second
Okay,
pitch.
that was very good. That was very good.
Gives you a better picture of
Absolutely,
what we are.
absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. No questions on that?
No?
All right. Next thing, this is my brain map. This is everything that's going on upstairs. And just from my previous conversations with Mr. Cooper and Mr. Hawkins, can I run you through my current understanding?
Yeah,
if I'm not making sense, stop me. Let's get on the same page.
Sure.
But I'm gonna give it a go. Everything boils down to that top box, lack of efficiency. Two of those being, it's the product that's causing it, and it's the supply chain that's causing it. Starting the supply chain first, you're dealing with multiple channels. You're dealing with aeroplastic and steel for just the window sheet. You're getting the rails and stiles, or the metal that would go around here from a different provider, and that creates a difficult installation process. That difficult installation process causes injuries and some friction between maintenance and installation, which we'll get into later. Order fulfillment. You have an unsteady workflow, which is what I gained from Mr. Hawkins. The slow hours are slow, you're paying them to sit there. The high hours or the fast hours are exhaustive, put in a lot of overtime. Flip on the other side of the coin, the product, customer satisfaction is being drawn down because they're uncomfortable and they're losing a lot of the visibility, or they can't see the scenery that they're paying for.
Yes.
On top of that, employee satisfaction is going down. Difficult installation process, yes, but they're working a lot of overtime and you're down some employees. I know that was a lot, but is that at least accurate?
That is very much accurate, Connor.
And bottom box there, anything else? Because you probably have a different perspective.
Yeah. So one thing that today, I want you to be very focused today.
Focused, yes.
And I want you to focus on the customer dissatisfaction aspect. So I'm sure Hawkins had mentioned to you that we are sitting at a 2.8 score, right? So it needs to be as close as possible to 4. So if you could focus your time on that and telling me how you can do that, that's going to be wonderful. Another thing is, I don't see it here, but as a director of materials, sometimes I do things that are not within the purview of Hawkins or Kent. I try to get investment for the company.
Okay.
And for the last 2-3 years, I got some investment, but some of those, it's something called request for proposal or something like that. Anyways, so I would apply for a grant, and the last 2 years, a lot of those applications got rejected. The main reason the applications got rejected, it's because when the auditors would come in, because the investors, they want to see how our operations going, right? So they would come in with the auditor in the team, and the auditor would see that, as you've put in there, lack of efficiency, we are not doing things very efficiently, especially on the costs aspect of it. So this is December. This February, there is this big summit that's going to happen, and a lot of the potential investors will be there. And I want to submit our application there, and I really want to get some grant because we want to improve our train line stations and improve the experience. We need money. In order for me to get that investment in this upcoming summit, I need to reduce the cost of operation.
Okay.
There are different aspects in that area. Maintenance could be one, fuel could be one, overhead, employee. There's so many areas, I'm sure you know all that. But I want you to focus on this part as well, really closely, Connor. So one is customer satisfaction, how to improve that. And the second one is, how can I get more grant in this upcoming summit?
Okay, so customer satisfaction, dissatisfaction takes your priority, but something you're not seeing up there, just to make sure we're on the same page, is you're having trouble getting the grants that you need to succeed as a company. You're struggling to get them because when auditors come in, they take their walk through Amtrak, just reiterating your story, they walk through Amtrak, they see a lack of efficiency, expense-wise, fuel, employee labor, and you said overhead?
Yeah, overtime, yeah.
Overtime, okay. Then that sounds like an accurate depiction? Okay, I want to make sure I have the correct understanding there, and I'll definitely make sure to work in how we can specifically help you resolve that challenge.
Yeah, thank you.
So moving forward, I want to dive into my understanding of customer satisfaction.
Sure, let's hear
as well. All right. So to walk you through what I understand right now is the overall being customers aren't receiving the value they think they're paying for the Amtrak experience, which as far as I know is amazing, reputable. But when they take their time on the train, Mr. Hawkins was telling me he rides along with them. He sees people in the winter, they're bundled up. Why are you bundled up? It's cold. I feel wind coming in from the lack of insulation in the windows. In the summer, it's the same thing. Why are you sweating? It's hot. There's no insulation in the windows. And on the other hand, he himself sees a lot of yellowing and hazing. Maybe from a lack of the glazing on the window kit itself. So that all in all is driving your customer satisfaction down, kind of stopping you from receiving the grants that you would like to receive, putting you at 2.6 out of 5, and at the end of the day, this is going to take your revenue down. You're going to lose some ticket sales. Is that correct so far?
That is very much correct.
All right, and since we're on the same page for your grants and customer satisfaction, I want to introduce our amazing product, Lexan Polycarbonate.
Sure.
So TPI, when we receive our Lexan Polycarbonate sheet, we have, first off, what's better than a story, seeing it for yourself, very light. It's 0.5 pounds per square foot. This is just the sheet, not dynamic metals part put into it. But as sure as you know, polycarbonate is 205 times the strength of glass. Instead of shattering the window to take it out for repairs, you literally pop it out. That's one of the amazing things that I like to tell our customers. And on top of that, our dual glaze is regulated 2025 and 2026 requirements for FRA and UMTA. So next year, there's not going to be any hassle for meeting that. But on top of that, you're not going to see the yellowing and hazing that you're seeing right now on your train cars. So with that being said, do you have any questions regarding the product itself? That was my 30-second spiel.
Perfect. So I feel like I know the product a little bit better.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. So is it all right if I transition into solutions for customer satisfaction?
Absolutely, I can wait.
Awesome.
Let's do this.
then let me come down here. So how are we going to care for your customers? It's going to be part who we are at TPI, part what we do with this sheet right here. When we're paired with Dynamic Metals, you get the entire window sash kit. And through TPI, we have amazing facilities. From people that I know that have come from Alro Plastic and Steel to TPI, our Kalamazoo facility has 6 times the operations capacity as Alro. And you can receive 75 window sash kits in 1 day. So not only is it going to be specified to if you're on the Speedliner or any of the other Amtrak cars, you're going to have the right window sheet. There's not going to be any gaps in installation. On top of that, that top part there's going to be no delays and cancellations. We can get 75 of these to you a day, and it only takes about 2 to 4 days for our lead time to be fulfilled.
Okay.
So can you see how having our capability, we're on the same page there,
see
you
that,
agree?
yeah.
Awesome. And then for the grants, this will help you get your customer satisfaction up and drive revenue upwards. But for employee overtime or employee expenses, can I share an Excel sheet?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm a numbers guy, so
I love numbers as well. There we go. So this is my thoughts put onto an Excel sheet. Let me make this full page so we're not messing with any of that. So we got right here. I've learned that hourly base, $23 an hour.
Okay.
Overtime is 1.5, correct?
Yeah.
Working on an average, I've learned is 3 hours a day per employee. That's only $103, light change, quote unquote. But then you have an entire team of 9 people. That turns into almost $1,000.
Wow. Okay.
Over a week, 4.5. Over a year, it's almost $2,500 or a quarter
That's
of
a
a
$250
million.
million. Wow. Okay.
That's a lot of money that you could be showing to these people come February and 26. Hey, look at all this money that we've cut down by partnering with TPI. Can we have the grant? It would be hard to say yes, seeing that Amtrak is making moves with that. Are these numbers that you've seen before?
No, I mean this is news to me, and I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Okay, so just on the overtime part, we're cutting overtime. You can see how saving $250,000 is going to help you apply for those grants.
Yeah, I see that.
And I'll say I'm not a whiz with calculating fuel. I'll be completely transparent. But if you have a total of 2,200 windows that weigh almost half the weight, because Alro provides you with an almost 1 pound per square foot.
Yeah.
I couldn't find a right equation, I won't lie, but you can see how having half of the weight of windows is going to help you relieve some fuel expenses as well, right?
Yeah, that's a fact. Yes.
All right. Awesome. I'm glad we're on the same page for both of those. But at the end of the day, I'm a salesman, and I think that I've shown you how partnering with TPI can help you achieve the grants that you're looking for. Through our, we help you save on fuel expenses, or we will help you save expenses on Amtrak's overtime payments to employees. And on top of that, your customer satisfaction rate is going to go up once they're not worrying about bundling up in the winter or having a fan in the summer, and they're going to be able to see the experience they pay for.
Yeah.
So, can I bring you on as an official TPI partner?
What's the price of this product? It sounds amazing, but I want to know the price.
This price is $155 per window sash kit.
Okay. Okay, that is on the higher side.
Okay.
Yeah, so I like what you're saying, Connor, and
Thank you.
I will not lie that it sounds like a great product.
Thank
but
you.
You asked me if I'm ready to make the purchase. I am not there yet. The reason is, just 6 months ago, I was with Alro, and they promised a lot of things, and I'm not seeing that happening. So I am this time. I'm feeling a bit hesitant, and I want to tread carefully. So I need some time.
So just to break that down, you were with Alro 6 months ago, and that's when you initiated your partnership with them.
Yeah.
And you're hesitant with them. Is it? Why are you feeling hesitant to move on specifically?
It sounds great on paper, and the Excel, I love it. I really feel like I need to do a bit more research or I need to talk to someone or a company representative who have actually used this product,
then I'll put it on the screen and I'll hand it to you too. This is Sari Caproni. This was my first sale as the sales lead for the project.
Okay.
She's an amazing person.
Okay.
I love her. She's from Chempro Systems. This is her story about how, hey, not only are we transactional, I hang out with her. I know her children's names. They play soccer and baseball. I hope one day that I'm invited to when her and Mr. Caproni, or when her and her fiance get married. Below that, not is it only me, but the team is great as well. These are two people that I have seen join TPI's team. I've only been here for a year, but we've had some great success in that time.
Okay.
And these are two people that...
So they are using the same product that you're pitching me, the Lexan polycarbonate, they use the same product?
People on the right, they use the same product. People on the left, Diamond Sea Glaze, they use it for our marine applications. It's a little bit different, but it's tailored, and that should also show the expanse of what we are able to do with our technology.
Okay, all right. That definitely helps. It definitely helps.
I'm very glad of you.
What do you do? Because you've mentioned that plastic has a stigma to the name. Do you have anything in regards to the green initiative or anything like that?
Yeah, so I actually have a slide dedicated for that, and thank you for bringing that out. Let me find it here. So every single one of our plastics are chemically recyclable. On top of that, they're non-chlorinated dipped for their glazing and non-brominated.
Okay.
So, I mean, it doesn't go much beyond that. My only thing is, you don't have to worry about it. Something breaks or you've used your 10-year warranty and it's time to replace it, get it in our hands and we take care of it from there.
Okay, I am getting there. I'm
Okay.
getting there.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'm feeling much better now.
Okay, are you feeling better enough to officially join the team?
I am feeling better enough to start a trial, if that's something you would.
Start a trial?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a specific date that you want the trial to begin?
As soon as possible.
As soon as
so
possible?
yeah, so we have 40 train cars in our fleet. I
Okay.
want to do it on one train car. So looking at 40 what is that? 40 sash kits.
40 sash kits?
How quickly do you think you can deliver it to me?
I can get it within 2 days.
Okay.
Prospective client, absolutely, we can expedite the process.
So today is December 1st, so can I expect that on December 3rd?
December 3rd, 9:30 at Amtrak's doorstep. On top of this, I somehow brushed over it in our conversation, but we have on-site training. Upon your initial purchase,
Okay.
we bring out an amazing team from TPI that shows you how it's done.
Okay.
So you can avoid some of those injuries as well. So I'll bring the team with me. We'll have 40 window sash kits on the house, free trial, and then I have to ask, if this goes as well as we're both hoping it goes, which is perfect, are you going to be able to sign this paper then?
I will be able to sign the paper
Okay.
then, after the trial run is over.
Okay, awesome. I'll make sure I have all of this with me. I will see you on
Yeah,
Wednesday.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yep. 9:30. I'll bring the team with me, and we'll have the sash kits as well.
Sounds perfect.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
I'll
yeah.
see you Wednesday morning.
Wonderful. Thank you. Connor, you did very good.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, very good. So, I really like that. You are so well prepared. So that was fantastic. I'm gonna keep the recorder running. Okay, I'm gonna give feedback. I want you to get it. Want you to listen to this, because you have to do one more thing. That is the critique. And critique is due on Friday.
Okay.
No extension. So do it as soon as possible. I like one thing, Connor, that really stands out to me. I'm not going to look at it. One thing that really stands out to me is the way you can weave a story in your pitch. That is, not a lot of people can do it. I love it when you are bringing information from the past to conversation. And I've been telling my students this all the time, that when you're talking to what's my name?
James Taylor.
James Taylor. Do not just talk to me as if this is the first time, you're meeting me the first time, but always bring back the things from the past to conversations, and you did that exactly. So you said, I talked to Mr. Hawkins, I talked to Ken Cooper, and they said this. So that was brilliant. So getting the story from the past conversation, I wrote it down here. You sounded like you were actually a TPS sales rep, because the way you were talking, it felt like it was very well researched, it was very well rehearsed. and I wish TPI people were here. They could see that it's just
Yeah.
you could it was basically you were a TPI sales rep here. That was fantastic. Customer satisfaction part could have been a little tighter.
Okay.
If I were you, for example, you said so that the reason the customers were not happy, I would start like this. The first is the cold and hot, and yeah, remember, good. So you're bundling up and then putting a fan and all those things, and just tackle one thing at a time. Talk about Hayden and Windows Sash Kit. Talk about how lightweight the product is. So you did all that, but it could have been a bit tighter.
Okay.
Just I felt like I need more finesse in that
Alright.
in that particular segment. Your one thing that I also truly liked is your winning the investment. You did not stop short. What I'm trying to say here is, I kind of asked you the cost problem masked with investment. You see what I'm saying? It's basically the cost problem,
Yeah.
but I masked it with the idea of losing investment. So you did not stop see how much money you're saving, but you went ahead and talked about, so by this, the next summit when it's happening on February, you're going to pitch it
Yeah.
and you will be able to win that investment. So that was good. So you took it all the way to the winning the investment part. The summary used the sample. Are you familiar with 3PI? Very fluent. And I asked you, I think you're the first person I asked, give me a 30-second overview. What if you saw me in the highway or somewhere and just, I don't know anything about it. That was really nice. So it was to the very point. And I'm having a hard time, Connor, finding any area where you dropped the ball or finding an area. So it's very rare for me, Connor.
I think learning to tell an informational story is probably the coolest thing ever, because I don't have to read off a slide, I don't have to remember my bullet points in the head, but being able to say, Mr. Hawkins does this and he said this, is that correct? And then going back through that similarly in the connections part, awesome.
Yes,
Saves a lot of time too.
Absolutely, and that's what I try to portray in the class. That you see that I don't use slides when I talk, so
Yeah.
I really hope the students are learning from that, because you won't have slides with you all the time, and
Yeah.
if you're totally dependent on slides, then you are not ready, right?
Yeah, you
and
can't carry a laptop
same with telling stories with numbers, right? So it's so important that the salespeople know how to talk about numbers, because whatever salespeople you are, like, you're the best in the industry, but if you don't know how to talk about numbers, if it doesn't make fiscal sense or financial sense to the buyer will not buy from you, right? So
Yeah.
so it's very important that you learn how to tell stories with a number. So you nailed that part as well. So your Excel looked good, and then you knew your calculations. So you went from one step to another step. So that was good. So overall, I loved it. Overall,
Awesome.
it felt like. Were you the best, one of the top 5 in the first one?